Okay, here we go. Let's see what Kamala has to say today.
So yesterday we learned that Donald Trump's former chief of staff, John Kelly, a retired four-star general, confirmed that while Donald Trump was president, he said he wanted generals like Adolf Hitler had. Donald Trump said that because he does not want a military that is loyal to the United States Constitution. He wants a military that is loyal to him.
Yep, sounds like fascism to me. Yeah, just what if the military says, hey, President, you doing illegal stuff. We don't think you should do that. I guess if you were Hitler, you could get him to do it. Or maybe Donald Trump. What else we got here?
He wants a military who will be loyal to him personally. One that will obey his orders even when he tells them to break the law or abandon their oath to the Constitution of the United States. This is a window into who Donald Trump really is. From the people who know him best. From the people who worked with him side by side in the Oval Office and in the Situation Room. And it is clear from John Kelly's words that Donald Trump is someone who, I quote, certainly falls into the general definition of
fascism. Yeah.
Who in fact vowed to be a dictator on day one and vowed to use the military as his personal militia to carry out his personal and political vendettas. So the bottom line is this. We know what Donald Trump wants. He wants unchecked power. The question in 13 days will be, what do the American people want? Thank you.
Democracy. We want democracy. That's what. Yeah, if you want a dictatorship, vote for Donald Trump. If you want to kill all the Palestinians, vote for Donald Trump. Of course, I'm a little afraid that Netanyahu will kill all the Palestinians before then. Holy war just keeps on going, doesn't it? I'm hoping that somebody's strong enough to say, hey, look, we need to stop supplying weapons to this genocide. We'll step forward. It's not going to be Donald Trump. Hopefully it'll be, God, how do you do this? That person up there. Let's see. What else was there here? From John Kelly, he said he commented more than once that, Hitler did some good things too. I don't think Hitler did any good things, except maybe killing himself. Said in his interview with Atlantic, Kelly recalled that when Trump raised the idea of meeting German generals, Kelly would ask if he meant Bismarck's generals, referring to Otto von Bismarck, the chancellor who oversaw the unification of Germany. Surely you can't mean Hitler's generals, Kelly recalled asking Trump, to which the former president responded, yeah, Hitler's generals. Hitler's generals. Trump's campaign denied the accounts. They would, wouldn't they? Campaign spokesman Stephen Chung said Kelly had beclouded himself with these debunked stories he's fabricated, and after Harris' statement accused the Democratic candidate of sharing outright lies and falsehoods. I don't know. I don't know whether we can trust John Kelly or not, but John Kelly, one of Donald Trump's closest, says that he wants Hitler's generals. I don't know whether to trust John Kelly or not, but if you ask me, that seems really just like Donald Trump, doesn't it? Donald Trump is always talking about he wants people who are loyal. Loyal to himself. Just like Kamala says. I think everyone who serves in the United States government should be working for the American people. Seems like they always say they are, doesn't it? But what if one of them were just working for themselves? Donald Trump. He holds up his Bible. He says, look, I'm holding up my Bible. I'm not all bad. He even holds it upside down. You know, it says, Holy Bible down here. And maybe I'm reading too much into that, but come on. How do you guys take, all right, let's just say somehow or another Nikki Haley had won the primary. Now, I grew up on the right. My mother always voted for the right. My dad always voted for the left. And it was my dad who always told me when I was growing up to think for myself, use my brain. Was my mother's side who always said, and I loved my mother, don't get me wrong, Michael, you need to get right with the Lord. Every argument we always had ended with when she had lost the argument, Michael, you need to get right with the Lord. But it was my daddy who said, think, use your brain and think. So I've used my brain and I've been thinking. If you're still on the right and you didn't put Nikki Haley in the primary, you made a mistake. Now, I'm sorry, I can't be for Nikki Haley, but I would have been for Nikki Haley before Donald Trump, okay? Because Donald Trump is not a reasonable person. Whatever policies you're going to put in place as a Republican, then at least you can be reasoned with, unless you're Donald Trump. Donald Trump only cares about himself. But then maybe that's exactly what you want, because God only cares for himself. You remember that little story called Noah's Ark? Noah built a big boat. Noah gathered up 2 of every animal. Must have been a mighty crowded boat. But then God kills everybody on the planet except for 8 people. So maybe you want a guy like Donald Trump who only cares about himself, like God only cares about himself. So if you care about democracy, go vote for Kamala and vote blue down the ballot. If you only care about somebody who cares about himself only, if you only care about your God and you only care about Donald Trump, because Donald Trump cares about Donald Trump, then go vote for Donald Trump. Love you, bye.